Dear Father of goodness, I come at this moment to raise my prayer on behalf of those I love deeply. I ask you to guide their every thought along the paths of true peace and unfading hope. May they find in you the inexhaustible source of serenity amidst life's difficulties, and may they never allow themselves to be overcome by anguish or despair. May their thoughts always be illuminated by the certainty that they are not alone, for your love sustains them at every step. Dear Creator of all things, I beg you to protect their minds from the fears that paralyze and the worries that weaken. May they, upon waking, feel renewed by confidence in your plans, and may they, upon going to bed, rest with the tranquility of those who know they are being tenderly cared for. I pray that hope may be the filter through which they see the world, and that peace may be the force that drives each of their actions. My Lord and my faithful friend, grant each of them the ability to remove from their thoughts everything that causes disturbance. May they know how to discern between what builds up and what weakens, and may they always choose thoughts that elevate, inspire, and encourage them to live with gratitude and purpose. Grant them a firm heart and a mind strengthened by hope, so that they may be able to walk confidently even when the winds of doubt blow strongly. Eternal and faithful God, I come to ask you to plant in the hearts of my family the seed of trust, so that it may blossom into thoughts full of peace. May they find in you a sure source of comfort even when faced with difficult news and problems that arise without warning. May the worries of everyday life not have the strength to obscure the brightness of the faith that you have placed within them. May they know how to remember your goodness at every dawn and in every challenge they face. My protector and safe refuge, I ask that you send a gentle breeze of serenity upon their thoughts. May fear not find a home in their hearts. May anxiety not take the place of hope. And may distrust never obscure the vision of your constant presence. May they be men and women who walk with optimism in their lives, trusting that each small act of kindness is a seed that, in due time, will bear abundant fruit, a friend closer than any other. I pray that you inspire each of my family members to practice gratitude in their thoughts. May they not allow themselves to be consumed by what they lack, but rather celebrate what they already have. May their eyes be attentive to the blessings of everyday life, and may their hearts be fertile ground for positive, uplifting, and light-filled thoughts. May they know how to find reasons to be thankful and move forward in every situation. My Savior and Sustainer, I ask that you help each member of my family to build thoughts that are fortresses of faith, hope, and love. May they not give in to discouragement in their moments of weakness, but seek new strength in you. May they not despair when faced with difficult days, but remember the times when you sustained them and led them safely. May each thought become a silent prayer, an expression of trust in your care. Father who never fails, I pray that all the restlessness that tries to invade their minds may be replaced by the peace that only you can give. May they find in you the calm they need to reorganize their thoughts when they feel overwhelmed by the demands of life. May the fear of failure not stop them from trying. May the fear of the future not steal the joy of the present. And may your hand guide them safely and lovingly to each new step. God who knows us so deeply, I come to ask that you remove from the minds of my family every shadow of discouragement. May each one of them find encouragement in you to start over whenever necessary. May peace be like an invisible shield around their thoughts, protecting them from bitterness, disappointment, and everything that tries to extinguish the hope that you have planted in their hearts. My dear counselor, I ask that my family's thoughts be guided by your wisdom, that instead of letting themselves be carried away by worry, they may learn to rest in your promises, that when faced with important decisions, they may seek your guidance first and trust that the best path is the one you have laid out. May they never lose the ability to dream, to believe, and to act with hope, even when circumstances are challenging. Lord, who are the Prince of Peace, I pray that fear may not find a home in their minds. May they learn to wait on you in the face of uncertainty, trusting that no tear is wasted and that every prayer is heard. May hope be the thread that intertwines all their thoughts, and may love be the bond that keeps them firm in the midst of trials. My faithful God, I close this prayer by asking that my family's thoughts be a fertile ground for peace and hope. May they, as they surrender themselves to you in thought, word, and deed, be living instruments of your love on earth. May you renew in them each dawn the certainty that peace and hope are stronger than any challenge. and may you be glorified at all times through the life and thoughts of each one of them. Father of infinite patience, I return to you with my heart open to intercede for those I love. I pray that each of their emotions may be balanced, even on the days when life seems the heaviest. May serenity be like a constant source in their hearts, allowing them to react with calm, wisdom, and gentleness when faced with the challenges that arise in their path. May they find in you the stability they need to face the storms of existence with confidence and renewed strength. Father, who is our safe harbor, I pray that the emotions of my family members will not be carried away by the waves of anxiety, nor dragged away by the current of daily worries. That, even when the wind blows hard and uncertainties accumulate, they may find within themselves the peace that you gently offer. May their emotions not be prisoners of circumstances, but free to remain firm, anchored in you, who are the unshakable rock of all those who trust. Lord of immense compassion, I pray that each of them learn to manage their emotions with wisdom and patience. May they choose patience when faced with irritation. May they find reasons to be thankful when faced with sadness. May they see opportunities for growth when faced with frustration. May they have the ability to discern and act in every feeling that arises, driven by the inner peace that only you can grant. My faithful protector, I pray that on difficult days when emotions seem greater than reason, you will be the foundation that keeps them standing. May hope be like a beacon that illuminates their decisions and calms their impulses. May thoughtless words have no place on their lips, but may wisdom prevail in every reaction. May they choose to act with prudence, gentleness, and love even in the heat of trials. Beloved Creator of all human emotions, I surrender to you every feeling that arises in their hearts. May their joy be pure and contagious, and may sadness, when it comes, be fleeting and full of learning. May they know how to embrace their emotions without being dominated by them, recognizing that each feeling has its place, but that none should take away from them the peace that you want them to experience. May you teach them to be masters of their feelings and not slaves to circumstances. Inexhaustible source of balance, I ask that you strengthen each one of those I love so that, in the face of gray days, they may find reasons to smile. That, even in times of loss or disappointment, they may not sink into despair, but may be able to take a deep breath, look up, and continue to trust. May sadness not find a permanent home in their hearts, but pass like a cloud that is soon dissipated by the breath of your goodness. My eternal counselor, I beg that you help them maintain emotional control when they feel attacked or wronged. May they know how to respond with gentleness, knowing that impulsive reactions are not always the wisest path. May they have the wisdom to understand that inner peace does not depend on what others do or do not do, but on how they choose to react. May you be their calm when the storm arises. Father who knows us deeply, I ask that each emotion be transformed into an instrument of growth. May anger be replaced by the desire to build. May sadness be transformed into the desire to seek new horizons. May impatience be exchanged for understanding. May they know how to find, even in the most difficult emotions, precious lessons that make them more mature and stronger people. God of infinite tenderness, I pray that you be present in every tear and every smile of my family members. May they know that they are not alone in their emotional struggles. May they, when they feel the weight of life, find comfort in your promises and shelter in your presence. May they, when they celebrate victories, recognize that each achievement is a gift from you, and that each emotion experienced is yet another expression of your grace acting in their stories. Lord, who renews our strength, I come to ask that, in moments of discouragement, you light a flame of encouragement in their hearts. May they not give in to emotional exhaustion or allow hopelessness to rob them of their desire to dream. May they know that you walk beside them, supporting, and strengthening them at every step, even when they seem to be alone on the path. Beloved Master, teach them to deal with their emotions without letting them dominate them. May they have the humility to learn what is necessary and the serenity to ignore what does not edify them when faced with criticism. May they maintain simplicity and acknowledge that everything comes from you when faced with praise. May their emotions be balanced like a calm river that follows its course, without getting lost on the banks of agitation or apathy. Father who cares tenderly, I pray that every day you teach them how to build a healthy emotional life, that they know how to ask for help when they need it, that they find support in each other, and that they recognize that with you, it is possible to overcome even the most difficult days. May the strength to balance their emotions come from you, who are the source of all true love. My God and my confidant, I place every emotion of my family members in your hands. May you transform what needs to be transformed, comfort what needs to be comforted, and strengthen what needs to be strengthened. May they be able to rest in peace at the end of each day, knowing that their emotions do not rule them, but are surrendered to you, who are the reason for all hope, all peace, and all abundant life. Faithful and just counselor, I turn to you with reverence and confidence to intercede for those I carry in my heart. I pray that, as they face the countless paths that life presents each new day, they may find in you the direction that leads to wisdom. May each step taken, each decision made, each choice made be based on the prudence that comes from you. May they not be carried away by impulse, haste, or external pressures, but may they have the necessary discernment to understand what is the best path in every situation. Source of all true intelligence, I ask that you enlighten the minds of those I love, so that they may not be guided by illusions or deceptions, but by a serene and profound wisdom. May they know how to distinguish between what seems right and what actually leads to good. May they learn to listen attentively before speaking, to observe carefully before acting, and to reflect calmly before deciding. May they find in you the compass that guides them and the light that clarifies any doubt that arises. Patient and wise Master, I pray that you grant them the wisdom they need to deal with the challenges of everyday life. May they know how to balance reason and feeling, faith and action, prudence and courage. May they not rush into their decisions, nor be paralyzed by the fear of making a mistake, but rather have confidence in choosing what is fair and correct. May they renew their desire to live with purpose each morning when they wake up and make decisions that build a more dignified and meaningful future. God, who leads with tenderness, I pray that you help them see beyond appearances and perceive what is not visible to the hasty eye. May they be able to see the details, feel the signs, and understand the right time for each action. May they learn that the answer will not always come immediately, but that those who trust in you and seek with sincerity will find clarity at the right time. May they not make decisions on impulse, but with their hearts anchored in the confidence that you always know what is best. Father who teaches with love, I implore that you instruct each of my family members to seek wisdom instead of easy paths. May they not be seduced by deceptive shortcuts or empty promises, but rather learn to walk steadily even when the journey is long. May they understand that wisdom is not just accumulated knowledge, but the ability to apply what one learns with balance, justice, and compassion. May you be the silent teacher who accompanies them in each decision, guiding them with patience and love. My Lord of infinite light, I implore that you inspire them in the simplest and also in the most complex decisions. May they know how to recognize the difference between what is urgent and what is important, between what brings immediate pleasure and what builds lasting results. May each daily choice be made with responsibility and awareness. May they seek in everything not only what is good for themselves, but also that which promotes the collective good, peace in relationships, and justice in actions. God of eternal wisdom, I pray that you be the silent guide of their thoughts and intentions. Even when faced with pressure from the world and external expectations, may they know how to listen to their own conscience and, above all, to your gentle voice that whispers the truth within them. May they have the courage to do what is right, even when it is difficult. May they not choose paths out of fear of the opinions of others, but rather be firm in following what they know to be fair, honest, and true. Wise Creator, I ask that you strengthen their minds so that they do not tire when faced with the need to decide so many things each new day. Even when they are tired or overwhelmed, may they not let discouragement take over, but may they find new strength in you. May they know how to seek advice when necessary, listen with humility, and recognize that learning from others is also part of the path to wisdom. May each mistake they make be a lesson and not a prison, and may each success be a reason for gratitude, not pride. Faithful friend at all times, I come to you to ask that you help them make decisions that bear fruits of peace. May they avoid unnecessary conflicts, build healthy relationships, and know how to ask for forgiveness when necessary. May they not allow vanity, pride, or the desire to win at any cost to blind them. On the contrary, may they be people who choose based on respect, empathy, and truth. May they know how to ponder, weight dialogue, and above all, trust that good will always be rewarded, even if it takes time. Protector who sees everything, I pray that when faced with difficult choices, my family members will remember you and turn to you for guidance. May they not lose faith even when they feel alone or without answers. May they know that you do not remain silent, but speak in ways that often require silence, listening, and attention. May they learn to recognize your voice in the details of everyday life, in the peace that arises in the heart, in the confirmation that comes with time. Sovereign who guides with mercy, I ask that no decision by my family members be motivated by pride, envy, or vanity. May love, humility, and justice prevail in each choice. May the common good always be considered, and may peace be the sign that the choice was correct. May they rest at the end of each day with a clear conscience, knowing that they did the best with the understanding they had. Father of all days, I pray that, even in moments of tiredness and pressure, you grant them the necessary discernment. May they not allow exhaustion to lead them to hasty decisions. May they know how to pause, breathe, and reflect before acting. May they learn that silence is also an answer, and that often, the best choice is to wait on you until peace arrives to confirm the path. God of faithful promises, I close this prayer with gratitude, because I trust that you are molding in each of them a wise heart, a balanced mind, and a spirit willing to choose the good every day. May you accompany them in every step, in every yes and every no, and may their lives be a living testimony of the wisdom that comes from you. Father, full of tenderness and compassion, I come to you with my heart turned towards those I love, begging that you plant in their hearts the seed of patience and kindness. In a hurried world, where many react without thinking, where haste takes the place of listening and pride closes doors, I pray that you make them people who breathe calm and spread kindness wherever they go. May each of their actions be marked by the gentleness in their dealings and the wisdom of knowing how to wait for the right time for things. Lord of eternal mercy, I ask that you help them to exercise patience on good days and above all, on difficult days. May they know how to understand that everything has its time and that there is a purpose behind every wait. May they not be shaken when things take a long time to happen, but rather learn to trust and keep their hearts at peace. May impatience not take over, but be replaced by a firm faith that believes even when the signs are not yet visible. My Creator, full of kindness, I ask that you teach them to be kind in words, gestures, and thoughts, that they do not respond rudely, even when provoked, that they know how to choose silence when words do not edify, that they learn to offer help without expecting recognition, and that they are willing to serve with joy even when they are tired. May kindness be a mark on their actions, revealing the light that you have lit within them. Serene Counselor, I beg that you show them the value of cultivating patience in relationships with others, that they know how to understand that each person has their own time to grow, to learn, to change, that they avoid judging harshly, and that they choose the path of understanding, that they know how to forgive gently and accept differences with maturity, that they understand that, by being patient with others, they also learn to be more human with themselves. God of loving wisdom, I ask that you awaken in them the desire to live with true kindness, the kind that is not displayed, that does not demand anything in return, but simply loves because that is how you love. May they know how to recognize when someone around them needs a gesture of affection, a word of comfort, a look of empathy. May they be instruments of peace and not discord, that they know how to calm instead of fueling conflict. Lord of inner peace, I pray that throughout the days, even in the most stressful situations, you will be the source that renews them. May they have the wisdom to pause when tiredness threatens to take over, that they may take a deep breath when anger wants to take over, and that they always choose the path of calm. May they know that patience is not passivity, but strength that waits without losing hope. May they recognize that kindness is not weakness, but courage that chooses good even in the face of evil. Constant friend, I ask that you strengthen them in the small daily actions. May they have the patience to listen attentively, to teach without impatience, to live with the limitations of others without demanding. May they be kind when dealing with the mistakes of others and their own. May they learn to welcome, accept, and respect. May you be present in every word spoken, and may each act of kindness be like a flower planted in fertile soil. Protector of all moments, I pray that, when faced with life's frustrations, they do not lose the ability to wait with serenity. May they know that not everything is under our control, but that you are sovereign and faithful in everything. May they learn to live one day at a time, not to be consumed by anxiety about tomorrow, and to find beauty even in waiting. May they not let the pressures of the world harden their hearts, but may they preserve the tenderness and compassion that you taught us. Father who transforms lives, I ask that you open their eyes to see the opportunities to practice kindness in the little things. May they value the act of listening patiently, of helping without judgment, of offering a sincere smile. May they understand that it does not take great deeds to do good, but rather the daily willingness to do what is possible with love. May kindness not only be found in public gestures, but also in what is done in silence in secret, in the innermost being. Lord of all compassion, I come to beg that you teach them to be patient with their own process. May they not demand more of themselves than necessary. May they acknowledge progress with gratitude and accept failures as part of the learning process. May they know how to walk with humility, learning with each step and recognizing that growth is a continuous journey. May you guide them with ease and firmness, so that they never feel alone while cultivating the virtues that you wish to see flourish in their hearts. Generous Creator, I pray that you make their patience a bridge to restore broken bonds. May they, by being patient with the mistakes of others, become instruments of reconciliation. May kindness be the language with which you communicate with those who do not understand you. Dear Father, I ask that in every environment where they are, they may be known for the calm and kindness with which they deal with people. May they be an example of emotional balance, a relief in turbulent days, a source of peace in places where conflict insists on remaining. May their presence bring comfort, and may their actions be remembered as gestures of generosity and respect. God who sustains with love, I thank you because I know that you are already working within them. May patience flow like a gentle river that overcomes obstacles without haste. May kindness be like the sun that warms without choosing who to warm. May you continue to water this inner garden until it blooms with beauty and purpose, becoming a living reflection of your love in the midst of a world that so needs light. My Lord of meekness, I end this prayer confident that you are present in every detail of my family's journey. May their hearts always be fertile soil for the seeds of goodness. May you help them to remain steadfast in their purpose to act with patience and kindness, even when no one is looking. And may their reward be the inner peace that only you can give. Lord of unshakable peace, I raise my prayer for those I carry in my heart with so much love. I come to pray that you flood their days with serenity, even when the winds are contrary. That when faced with challenges that arise unexpectedly, they may know how to take a deep breath and find, within themselves, a point of balance where tranquility dwells. May their emotions not be swept away by the storm of circumstances, but may they remain firm, anchored in you, who are a safe refuge at all times. My eternal refuge, I ask that you help them to see with calm even in the days of confusion. May the noise of difficulties not prevent them from hearing your silent voice that whispers comfort. May they learn to pause when everything seems urgent, to rest when their body and mind are tired, and to trust when the paths seem obscure. May serenity not be a privilege of calm days, but a daily choice, lived also in the midst of trials. God of constant mercy, I pray that serenity may be the air they breathe when they wake up, and the stillness that surrounds them when they sleep. May it accompany them in the simplest commitments and the most difficult decisions. May they find in you the strength to not despair when they are surprised by unpleasant news. May they know that turmoil may be all around them, but that peace can dwell within them, because you are the presence that calms and sustains. Father of infinite goodness, I pray that you strengthen them to such an extent that, even when the world seems to be falling apart, their hearts remain firm. That when they face situations that are out of their control, they do not let fear steal their inner peace. May they find balance in the words they speak, in the gestures they offer, and in the choices they make, and may serenity be their faithful companion at all times. My silent caregiver, I pray that, even when everything demands haste, they learn the value of waiting. May they understand that there is a right time for everything, and that serenity is the fruit of trust in the one who governs time wisely. May they know how to slow down when necessary, and may they not make decisions driven by haste or desperation, but rather guided by the calm that you place in hearts that trust. Source of all true peace, I come to ask you to protect their minds from the restlessness that the world insists on imposing. May they not allow themselves to be overwhelmed by problems that they cannot solve alone, nor lose themselves in unnecessary worries. May they find serenity to deal with daily commitments, relationships, and the limitations that are part of life. May each new day be an opportunity to learn to live with ease, even in the midst of pressure. Lord, who knows every detail of each person's innermost being, I ask that you sustain them in times of waiting. May serenity be stronger than anxiety, and may trust in you be greater than any fear. May they not be disturbed by what has not yet happened, nor be imprisoned by expectations that have not been fulfilled. May they know how to live in the present with awareness and gratitude, finding reasons to remain calm at every moment. Faithful companion of those who trust, I pray that you calm the thoughts of those I love when doubt tries to set in. May the whirlwind of ideas not take them away from peace. May they know how to filter what they should listen to, what they should keep quiet about, what they should reflect on. May they be able to organize their minds and hearts, finding the center of serenity that you planted in each one from the beginning. Creator of all seasons, I pray that, even in storms, they may be certain that after the agitation comes calm. May today's tears be understood as preparation for tomorrow's smiles. May each challenge be faced with dignity, and may each difficulty be transformed into a step towards growth. May serenity lead them to trust in the process and not despair over what is still unresolved. God, who renews strength, I ask that they learn to rest in silence. May they discover the beauty of stillness, the power of reflection, the strength of silence that listens more than it speaks. May they find an inner space where they can reconnect with you when they are surrounded by noise and tension. May serenity be like a gentle breeze that envelops their thoughts and directs their actions toward good. Father of constant light, I ask that serenity not only be felt, but lived. May it be present in the decisions they make, in the advice they offer, in the relationships they build. May they be people who carry calm in their words and peace in their eyes. May their presence transmit lightness, and may they be recognized as bearers of balance and harmony when they enter any environment. My safe haven, I come to beg you to help them separate what they can change from what they should simply accept. May they understand that not all battles must be fought, and that often the greatest victory is to maintain inner peace. May they know how to deal with the unexpected without losing themselves, and may they face challenges with firmness, without aggression. May they be serene without becoming indifferent, and strong without ceasing to be gentle. Lord, who never abandons them, I ask that on days when they feel pressured by problems or situations out of control, they may find relief for their concerns in you. May the weight of their responsibilities not make them forget the lightness of trusting in your promises. May they know how to share the burden with those they love, with those who care, and with you, who sustain even the most weary. God of constant presence, may each of them realize that serenity is not the absence of problems, but the decision to face them with a heart at peace. May they know that even when everything around them seems unstable, your faithfulness remains unshakable. May each challenge be faced with calm courage and persevering faith. May serenity be the firm ground beneath their feet, even when the sky is overcast. My patient Father, may you teach them to listen more, to judge less, to wait more calmly, and to react more gently. May they know the value of a kindly spoken word and the impact of a silence filled with empathy. May they choose calm over haste, lightness over tension. May their attitudes reveal that, despite the chaos of the world, there is within them a peace that cannot be explained, but can be perceived. Lord, who sustains those who trust, I ask that even when they feel weak, they do not lose the ability to breathe deeply and carry on with dignity. May they find serenity even in the most difficult battles, and may they know that nothing is lost when the heart remains calm. May they have the discernment to understand that serenity is strength disguised as silence, courage dressed in lightness, wisdom that moves without haste. Beloved Creator, I thank you for already acting within those I pray for. I thank you because even when they do not realize it, you are planting serenity in the roots of their existence. May these seeds grow and bear visible fruit, also touching the lives of those around them. May their calm be a testimony that trust in you changes even the way we face difficulties. Father, who knows the timing of all things, I ask that they know how to wait peacefully for the right moment for each answer. May they trust that not all waiting is loss, and that sometimes silence is just preparation for something greater. May serenity bring them clarity so that they do not make hasty decisions, so that they do not respond harshly, so that they do not act only to relieve pressure, but to build with wisdom. My God of faithful love, may you envelop them completely, from the inside out, with your breath of serenity. May this peace not come from external circumstances, but from a deep connection with you. May nothing be able to steal from them the tranquility they have gained in you. May they keep their eyes firm and their hearts light even when faced with bad news, conflicts, or adverse situations. Lord, who is the foundation of my trust, I conclude this prayer with the certainty that you are watching over them in every challenge. May they find serenity in every choice they make, balance in every reaction, and peace in every gesture as they face life's ups and downs. May your care always accompany them, and may the serenity that only you can give be visible in their days, in times of calm and also in times of tribulation. My Father of eternal renewal, I turn to you with reverence to intercede for those I love so much. I pray that each morning you will renew the spirit of their hearts, that the new day will be welcomed with fresh hope as a gift full of possibilities, that even if the night has brought worries and fatigue, the dawn will bring a breath of life that will rekindle their enthusiasm and willingness to move forward. May each dawn be like a blank page where they can write new stories with confidence and gratitude. Inexhaustible source of strength, I pray that your presence will be the first thing they notice when they open their eyes, that, even before the demands of the day press upon them, they will feel the gentle peace that comes from you and remember that they never walk alone. May you be the fuel that rekindles the flame of their spirit, even when circumstances try to rob them of their motivation. May each new sun be a reminder that life is renewed with opportunities and that you offer, every day, a new beginning full of possibilities.